actually started up yet, but...
Have a lovely stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Go watch Red. Go do that. Great.
Hello, Barn
Wait, are you
stream
ready, Red?
viewers,
Are
maybe.
you
I
already
don't know
streaming?
if
Are you
you're here.
live? Are you...
Oh wait, I have his stream in the background. Probably should turn that off. Okay. Oh. So today, I am going to be working on an obsidian farm probably. Or at least that's the goal. Who knows what's going to happen on GuildRock. This is Carly's area, and Barn has done some interesting stuff. And before I continue, hello, not Stampy. You're definitely not Stampy. Before I continue, I'm going to quickly post some links so other GuildRock members can watch. So I'll be back in a bit. Like, it'll only be a minute or so, I think. I really need to figure out a better way of doing this. I just... Oh, and YouTube... Okay, there we go. Never mind. Live. Wow, a lot of people are here. Hello, everyone. I am just getting some links ready, and I am starting work on an obsidian farm. Just give me a moment. It's an obsidian farm design that came into my mind. There currently, I don't think, is any tutorial on it. I just said, you know, there's a bunch of mechanics that I think work well together. I'm just gonna, you know, wing an obsidian farm. Because I'm sure that's gonna end up going well, especially at 9 o'clock in the morning, when I'm sometimes asleep. So, what? Is it manual? It's AFKable. What I mean by that is it takes an auto clicker to right click, but other than that, it will be fully automatic. And got the stream torch, probably gonna end up losing it or turning it into bone meal like last stream. And I need a portal to get out of here. Like, what? Okay. This is just... Can we appreciate this area? This is pretty nice. GuildRock SMP? What does that even mean? And how many resources do you need? Well, that's what I'm gonna show you. The resources, some of them I've gathered. I don't know how many are in this shulker box. Okay, got some of them. Okay, these 3 shulker boxes will be needed. So, I'm planning on making a lot of lava sources, using buckets to pick up all that lava, and have those lava buckets go to a wither cage, and then the wither will destroy the obsidian. Since lava plus water equals obsidian. So it's not really manual. And also now my brother or someone else in my family will question why I'm streaming now. At 9 o'clock, yeah. Don't question me. If you want to say hello, you can. No. Okay. So, what do I need? I need to find the rest of the resources. Well, that nether portal was quick loading. Got the hoppers, cauldrons, and rails. So I think all I need is the... oh. Yeah, welcome to GuildRock. Also, I'm seeing in chat, there's top fans, and there's a number 1 besides some of you, number 2 besides some of you, and number 3. I have no clue what that means. What does this mean? Channel experience or something. Don't know what's going on. Oh, and I'm here. I just time traveled. Nice. Okay, now to appreciate Spawn for the second time. Yeah, do you even know what that 75 XP is? There's just random potato. Okay. I guess I need dripstone right now. And none of this will contain dripstone. I need to get dripstone myself. How much dripstone? A shulker box of it. Where am I going to get it from? Probably I'm going to steal it. Okay, maybe not stealing when a bunch of people are watching. I would never do that. Okay. Didn't you leave some dripstone at the gaming place? Well, if you haven't used it, then I'm just gonna use that. Forgot I remembered I dropped it off somewhere, but I forgot that I could actually just re-yoink that. Okay. Should be left side after the sign. That sign. Gaming district. Yep. I don't know how much progress. Okay. Doesn't look like... oh, well. Yeah, looks like some progress was done here. Making things look a lot more cavey. And, I'm probably just gonna give him 4 stacks of this. 3, I guess. And then I only need 5 more stacks. Time to pull out Dripstone Cave map. Okay. Looks like underneath spawn, there's a massive Dripstone Cave. Massive. And you know what else is massive? If you dare say your mom, then that's factually incorrect. What? Okay, I'm just not even gonna question. Where can I get drips? Okay, north. On the edge of the border, in the north, there is Dripstone Caves. So I'm going to be heading north, picking up like 7 stacks of dripstone. Drum roll. Okay. I think this portal will be good. Don't question the floating portal here. Man, how many years are you in this server? This server started... Well, this season started mid-November last year. But there are, like, 30 other active members or something. And... yeah, it's... well, okay, it doesn't look super active right now, but just trust me, later on today it will get quite active. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we reach 8 players. 3.5 stacks of dripstone for you. You see, I still need more, so I'm still going out. And hey, it's stream content. Okay, now I just need to find a cave somewhere here. Or a ravine. I guess this works. Drop them in your mailbox. Sure, I might not end up using it, but whatever. If you want to deposit the dripstone, then deposit in the mailbox, and I might remember it. Okay. All this is just water cave. Any dripstone cave down here that's not full of water? Oh, nice. Oh, that's... yeah, I need to find a different cave. And I'm probably gonna drown. So I guess I didn't quite answer your question. How long have I specifically been in the server? Well, I think it's around 2 years by now. Wait, there's just dripstone on this. Okay. Around 2 years, I think, if I remember correctly. And that was all the way back in Season 6. And since then, I have seen the end of Season 6, all of Season 7, and the first third half-ish of Season 8. Just after Xmas Season 6 wasn't. Well, yeah, this world, there's... well, okay. Since 2 years ago, I've became friends with a lot of the members here. And... yeah, a lot of them are actually... okay, they're my friends, but also really talented at doing stuff in Minecraft. Dripstone mailbox, good hunting for the rest. Okay, none here. Thank you, Minecraft. Okay. Looks like there's some caves over there. Yeah, it's kind of... it's an application-based server, so in the description there will be a link to a Discord server, and that is how you'd be able to get in. Just, you know, not everyone who applies gets in. It does... there's like an actual standard, unlike some SMPs that have existed where you apply and you get in. You know, for a large cave, I'd expect a little bit more dripstone. Okay. How far off of the dripstone range am I? I'm at... Yeah, what Super said. Negative 600, negative 4,800. Where does that put me? $1,500, 5,500. There's dripstone. Try making a really slow drip. No. That's not good stream content. Watching dripstone. I need my viewer retention up. And sadly, that does not do it. Okay, this looks promising. And, okay, yeah, my brother just left me. You know, there must be dripstone somewhere around here. Oh, I guess I'll... The drip is real? Yes, the drip is real. I'm right by my farm now. I'd race you, but I gotta cook soon. Well, I'm not gonna stop you from cooking. Also, free diamonds. Do I need these diamonds? No. But, diamonds. Also, if you're wondering why they're all cyan, that's because I have one of my tryhard packs enabled, and they turn all the ores and skulk into something you can see vibrantly. Because I am, in fact, a tryhard. $10 diamonds. I guess that'll be good. +1. And name tag. No dripstone. Oh, that diamond's too much out of the way. I'm not getting it. So, Akamitsu, how's it been? I haven't really talked to you in a while. The dripstone is for a lava farm, so then I can make an obsidian farm. Oh boy. How do I get out of this place? I don't think there's any dripstone here. Okay, I've been busy hopping between jobs trying to make floor 3x3 elevator. What are you going to use your obsidian for? Well, you see, the obsidian is for a project. Yeah, I know, quite vague. Dripstone drops lava, cauldron collects lava. Yep, that kind of farm. Bucket picks up lava. I guess I'm being kind of vague because... Well, I think some viewers will know it's coming. Because I kind of hint at it on the end of my last video, so... If you haven't seen it, It's there. I'm working on the kind of next thing after that, even though probably gonna release a video on GuildRock that isn't about that earlier. I don't know if any of that made sense. I should probably say it again. This project is continuing the story of my previous GuildRock video. But I may end up making a GuildRock video about some other project I made in between those two videos. Your TNT cannon tutorial, why does everyone ask for a TNT cannon tutorial? I guess, okay. Question, are you on console? Because if you're on console, I completely understand asking for a tutorial, since lots of stuff are harder on console. If you're on mobile, then you can ask, well, then you can download files and then you can kind of follow them from your own world, maybe take some screenshots, but yeah. I think I would only think of making a tutorial once it's in some sort of, okay. You can't upload file? Okay, then you're probably on console. So console would be like Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation. Unless if you're just finding it difficult to upload. Okay. Yeah, I think for some reason that file, some people had issue with downloading it, some people didn't. I don't know what the issue with that one was. Oh. Sorry, villager. Okay, so you also do redstone stuff, I guess. If it's a simple enough build, then you could. You have skill issue. Me? Yes, I have skill issue in making files work. That dripstone is floating on grass. Nice. That, I guess, works. Okay. Still need a few more stacks. But yeah, hopefully. I am currently working on a design that, in theory, it works right now. But, you know, I haven't tested it, so it won't work. I make the cannon, but the cannon doesn't working perfectly. Yep, that's where debugging happens. Like, are you talking about one of my cannons or one of your own designs? Okay, 2 more stacks are needed. Okay. Where is the next dripstone cave? It's gotta be somewhere around. Yep, here. Oh, yep, this is nice. Just, I probably shouldn't fall. What will you do with the dripstone? I am going to make a lava farm that I'll turn into an obsidian farm. And I need a lot of obsidian for obsidian for a project. I think I oh oh boy, my voice, it's too early in the morning. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty much there. Why do you play in Bedrock instead of Java? Can you design a horizontal railgun cannon? Just let me give you a moment, unless if someone else in chat wants to do it first. What is the time for me? It is 9:27 in the morning. How do I even chat here? Okay, Streamlabs, thank you. Okay, just let me find the stream. There. That is a 360 horizontal arrow cannon for Bedrock Edition. It doesn't have a calculator built in. It'd be quite easy to do it, but I guess I was thinking that you just kind of guess and check until you got it right. But making a calculator, that I probably should do that. Okay. Got my full shulker of dripstone. Now I need to make my way back. Who joined? A formidable being. As you can see, he plays too much on the server. The Obsidian project is, well, there's a hint at it in my last video. Too much hours or too much obsidian? Because too much hours is what Bean has. I would probably say anything over 1,000 currently, and 2,000 in the entire season. Is there such thing as playing too much? Yes. If your real life is struggling and you're becoming broke and you have family issues because you're playing Minecraft, then that's too much. I'm likely going to just drop the stream torch at some point randomly. You double down. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure that will go well. Because doubling down will result in your Wi-Fi bill getting cut. This is a Bedrock Edition server. And I guess I never explained why I play Bedrock. It's because, like, 10 or so years ago, I started playing on my phone. And then after 7 years, I switched to PC. Since phone is only Bedrock Edition, I got used to all of the stuff on Bedrock Edition. And I was doing quite a bit of technical stuff on my phone. And I learned quite a bit of stuff already, and I just thought it wasn't worth switching to Java and starting new. Then yeah, I find Bedrock really nice. Java's also great. If Bedrock didn't exist, I would be doing stuff on Java. 100%. Why do you make only TNT-less cannon or railgun? Well, my next one will be powered by snow. And the simple thing is, because I like saving gunpowder. I don't want people to spend gunpowder on that. Okay. Why is that empty shulker there? I don't know. But I need to deposit some stuff. Powered by snow. Yes. It launches TNT with snow. Well, if you take a bunch of snow... I had dripstone this entire time. If you take a bunch of snow, stack it all in one block, put some TNT later on top of that snow into it, into the stacked up snow entities. Yes, top snow, like snow layers. And then you take a piston and you push the snow and the TNT. Then the TNT goes however many blocks, or the same amount of blocks that the number of snow layers that you put into it. Because Bedrock Edition is jank. It's called snow skipping, and sounds like it needs more TNT. 70. Oh wait, you delayed. Never mind. I didn't see anything. Point dripstone, hopper, rail, cauldron. I need blocks and... Yep, there's the blocks. Well, yeah, it sounds like you need more TNT. Cobble deep slate. Or do I make the farm out of snow? I don't have any. Oh wait, I do have snow. Would you like a white obsidian farm or a deep slate obsidian farm? But don't forget to add to... Maybe I need to make a tutorial on how to import stuff. That might be more helpful than making a tutorial on making the farm, because it would be a long tutorial for the orbital strike cannon I'm currently working on. Is it like what you did in that when you're launch wolf? Exactly. It's that thing, just with TNT. And explosions and nuking things. And hopefully in 2 directions. You think of snow? using snow would be good. It's a lava farm, so of course the snow won't melt. Okay. Think 3 shulker boxes of snow should be plenty, but I'm going to take 4. And I'm probably going to just end up taking an empty shulker, cause why not? And some wood. There. Can top snow be placed only in one block? Top snow entities can be stacked. So, how much lava will it produce? Hopefully enough. Hopefully, okay, top snow. Top snow can only be placed in one block. And you can stack 8 of them on top of each other. If you turn them into falling block entities, then you can stack as many as you want until the server crashes. I am not responsible for any servers you crash with this information. I didn't say I was going to crash the server. I was just telling others to not crash their servers. I have never crashed GuildRock. You know, thinking about that, that's actually a lie, because I've crashed it many times by entering the hood. But to be fair, the hood crashed it, not me, so I still haven't crashed GuildRock. Have I sent it to probably half a TPS? Yeah, I've done that multiple times. Well, there's that. Okay. See, per Salomon. It's too early in the morning for me to do words. That guy. See that guy. Okay, time to remember where I put this end gateway. Bean, I sent you the coordinates. Do you have them memorized? (2,650) negative 800. Okay, 2,650. That would be this direction. Negative 850. I need to get more rockets. I don't feel good having only 13 in the end. Thank you, Bean. Go where you hid from me and Acri. I double dare you. No. That's too far away. That's bad stream content flying in the end for thousands of blocks. Off to cook dinner. See you, Super. It should be in... Okay. Hey, let's do a redstone battle. Okay. How are you in PvP? What kind of PvP? Because at Java, I am low tier 7, and in Bedrock PvP, I can hold my own. I guess free Elytra. That's essentially my way of saying I am bad at Java PvP specifically, but Bedrock PvP, I've done a lot more practice, so, you know, I can definitely fight. Your version is 1.21.51. I'm pretty sure it's 1.21.9 by now. Looks like someone put a marker here. That wasn't me. Wait. Okay, yeah. No, Thank you, Bean. Alright, let's see. I need to do some measurements now. And unload my inventory. So that's the dripstone. Okay, the white ones are all the snow blocks. I suck at both. Sensitivity can't match different muscle memory and... Yeah, they're quite a bit different. Getting the spacing for each is just completely different. Knockback, completely different. I guess the PvP I'm more used to is the PvP on CubeCraft, but that's been... It's waving? What's waving? I don't see a waving. Okay. Do you butterfly click or jerk click? Butterfly. That's why you saw my screen kind of... I don't know. Okay, it actually isn't too bad. You can probably hear my mouse. Okay. How many... I bet PvP, but I'm good at engineering. Yeah. Different people have different talents. Okay. 1, 2... He asked what... Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. 1, 2... What does waving mean? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Which way is northwest? That is northwest. Okay. Okay, I need to remember, do withers do their attack centered along the northwest or southeast? Add an extra block just because. So it's going to break that block. This is going to be a stair. This is going to be a stair. Get out of here. And then add 3 blocks just cuz. You know what? And another 2. And then lift the farm up by 2 so then I don't have to clear anything. And I think that should be where the farm starts. It aggroed on you just because you're seeing him through a solid block. I don't know, I flail my camera around a lot, so wouldn't be surprised if I just looked at it for a brief moment. Okay. Hoppers. I love hoppers. Okay, now the Enderman thinking making an this is the Enderman thinks I'm guessing you're meaning Enderman farm. Yeah, no, they don't have a conscience. Do you mind? Okay, that didn't work. No. I'm not giving candy to Enderman. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have a shulker box of hoppers. And if I make... So that's 64 times 27, which is 1,728. If I divide that by and make everything 16 blocks wide, that's 100 blocks. So if I make it 8 wide, that would be 200 blocks. This is going to be massive. Oh well. Okay, do I do 8? Because I need the minecart to go back and forth. And I'm thinking of having... Wait, that won't change anything. Okay, I think I'm going to make it 12. That'd be 150. I might have to fold it in on itself once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I need to go out 75 blocks. Subtract 75 from 33. And we get... these are not cauldrons, these are hoppers. And the hopper has this to tell which face, or which way it's going into. So if it's going into the block below, it has all 4, and this arrow is pointing in the direction it's going in. All of them are going in that direction, that's why all the arrows are pointing in that direction. That's a hopper. Yes, it's a hopper. Oh. There. Okay, 33. 75 subtract 33. That's 72. Subtract 30. 42. So I need to go 42 more blocks. That should mean I end up at 2,558. Yes, it's the Bedrock Tweaks texture pack. Okay. How big? You see this snow line. I'm going to have hoppers like this going into all of those snow blocks, and then I need 2 of these. So there's going to be a lot of hopper placing. how many do you get per hour? Well, good thing you asked, because Minecraft dripstone farm rate okay, just let me Minecraft dot wiki. Wait, is that the right place to go? I think, yeah. Pointed dripstone, where is it? Love Cauldron will probably tell me. Okay, I don't know. But apparently, I think I have... I think I have, 1,728 hoppers. So that means there will be 1,728 modules. I think each produces a lava round every 20 minutes. 20 minutes, which that's 20 times 60 seconds, which I think that's 1,200 seconds. So we should get a lava about every half second. So about 2 per second. Or about 120 per minute. Or that would be 1,200 every 10 minutes. So probably around 4 shulkers per hour. Minecraft need to improve the redstone. I actually don't think that they need to improve much. I guess there's some components. Yeah, around that, and that'll be Obsidian. Okay, I was right. It was around 20 minutes. Okay, thank you for accessing that information. So it'll be slightly more than what I said with the 20-minute measurements. Yeah. So yeah, 4 solid shulker boxes of lava / obsidian per hour. $240 TNT is enough for a railgun. Is it? It really depends on how close you put the TNT to the arrow. Since the further the arrows are, the less knockback they get from the TNT. So Bean, how much damage would placing 1,728 hoppers do to the server? Have you named your mace? Supersonic projectile. Essentially, all my tools are a joke about redstone. you know the classic Mumbo line, "I'm a spoon." So that's since Mumbo's a redstoner, then it makes sense. I have my pickaxe World Eater because, yeah. My fortune pick is Super Smelter because, I don't know. I guess it smelts diamond ore into diamonds, but it has a superpower. Mob Grinder. I think that's self-explanatory. My chest plate's called Pressure Plate because chest plate, pressure plate. I know these are horrible. My helmet is Observer since, you observe through it, and Observer is a redstone component. Super Smelter is a cooker machine, not a pickaxe. Well, Super Smelters you can use to smelt ores into their refined version. So like diamond ore blocks into diamonds. And since it's a super smelter, it gets more diamonds than just a smelter. And my Lytra, it's flying machine. And the 2.0 is because I lost the first one. My lagging, since redstoners are known for causing server issues, and the T-flip. I don't think I need to explain that one. The wax because dispensers can wax stuff. That one's a stretch. This is my dispenser, since bows and dispensers both shoot projectiles. And if you're wondering what happened to the original flying machine, well, it despawned on the nether roof. If you're wondering how it got there and none of my armor, I wasn't wearing armor. Since, you can use axes to wax copper. Or de-wax it. I don't know. It's a stretch, okay? Dude, you literally walked into me. Okay. Hang on, I just need to... Give me space. Yeah, just stay there. And... Okay. You're making things difficult on me. How to send redstone signal at the same time in vertical. You could use a form of wireless redstone, but I find that it gets interfered by a lot of other redstone in the chunk, so I wouldn't recommend using it for every situation. Vertical, I guess daylight sensors work, but there is a setup you need to do if you want to work also in the night, but it is possible. But that's only for going down. For going up, I would recommend I guess you can do like the redstone glass tower, but that will have some delay if you go over 15 blocks. Scaffolding is not instant. It takes an in-game tick each time you update the scaffolding. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I guess what I would do is have 2 daylight sensors, one of them getting detected by a comparator on subtract mode, and then the other one, oh, I dropped my hoppers in here. One daylight sensor getting detected by a comparator on subtract mode, and then one daylight sensor having a comparator detecting it, going into the comparator into subtract mode on the side. So then it's comparing, I don't know if I'm explaining it, but you can compare the signal strengths between the two sensors, and if you obstruct one, then it'll create a difference and then output a signal. But how can I power the railgun anytime? I guess making a redstone line going to it. One tick to place one block. What? Okay. I think I might be missing out on some context of these comments. Okay. First thing I think, oh yeah, it takes soul sand and water time to yeah, time to go up and down. There is a chunk-based wireless sender and receiver I have on my channel that could work, but if any other redstone's in the chunk, then I end up setting off the redstone receiver. Obsidian farm, yes. It's a lava farm that's going to get turned into an obsidian farm, since lava can be turned into obsidian. You made one, but it's not so big. Yeah, I'm hoping this one will be quite large. There's going to be 1,728, or I'm hoping 1,728 lava cauldron module things to produce an obsidian about 2 per second. How Enderman is so long? Because Dev at Mojang said so. Well, how I explain it is the bottom one. Yep. I never overcomplicate things or explain it in ways that could be a lot simpler. Not at all. Um, I'm pretty sure that's just a bunch of math nonsense. I don't even know what. Yeah, that's just nonsense. Never use axioms for maximum performance. What? I'd say that math isn't super complex. It's just a lot of not really good math. Hello, Arana. Arena. Arana. I probably got the right pronunciation one of those times. Welcome to a stream where I just place hoppers because I love hoppers. That is what my teacher expects me to do. I hope your teacher doesn't expect you to do that, because that doesn't seem like good math. Because putting the word times in something after a division slash is not proper syntax. Hopper is awesome. Yeah, I love hoppers. Can I ask you a little something? Sure. Whether I have an answer is a different question. Oh, look at all those hoppers. Sabine, I hope you can now see the contraption I've made when you're pruning the chunks. Ow. That's disrespectful. Try pronouncing my name. Gloxy Ruler, I think. That's how I would pronounce it. Not sure how hoppers show up on Unmined or Amulet, but I might place some line blocks on the edges of the build, but up high in the sky. I'm guessing that's Sterling Wolf. Hello. Harry Potter or Enderman? I don't know Harry Potter, but I do know Enderman. Okay, that's what I thought. Welcome here, Sterling. Welcome to a stream where I just place hoppers. Now I need line of hoppers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, bye anime editor. So, I'm halfway done placing hoppers. I made your death ray again with no TNT and did it kill anyone? Did you lose any friendships because of it? That many hopper is enough to kill your mobile? Oh, yep. This will probably cause some frame droppage of anyone in the area. And maybe TPS issues. But, you know, isn't like I'm staff on the server or anything, so it'll be fine. Oh, wait. It isn't like there's any staff online that can do anything about me. Thank you, Galaxy Roller. Like, which one, I guess? Are you just referring to all of them? Hoppers will check for items every tick. Bean? You don't need to mention that. This farm will not give the server crippling lag. I don't know what you're talking about. What mic? I think you're meaning mic. I have a Yeti Blue mic, like about half the YouTubers out there. It's a solid budget mic that works well. A good balance between cost, spell, it. I spelled it. Yo, I am Lightning Laminar. It's my all, by the way, Triumph machine. Thank you. Yeti Blue. There we go. That's what being said. I guess. Would I recognize your name, Lightning Laminar? Bro, that's not funny. Yes, it is. Deal with it. Okay. I have a racing 2 to 3 popular Indian creators making videos showcasing it. Okay. I guess. Yeah. That makes sense. It's not like it's some super crazy, obscure thing with exploits that are extremely complicated. So, I can definitely see how a bunch of other creators would have seen it, or came up with it before me. How many hoppers are there? 1,728. Or there's going to be 1,728. What about the wormhole? What connection does that have? Yeah. Like, well, technically he obtained creative mode through using the glitch and then also having a bunch of social engineering as well. So it wasn't fully the exploit because there was a lot of social engineering involved. Essentially tricking the owner into giving him creative. Don't hoppers only really cause local lag if you're in the loaded chunks? Uh, I think this should be fine. If I'm the only one that is feeling the lag, then I'm completely fine with that. The bigger problem would be if it causes TPS lag, which, you know, it probably will cause some lag. Simply because, you know, it's a big farm. I like to play at private SMPs, but most of it is finding exploits and stuff to kill and find their cords. Well, GuildRock SMP I would call a private SMP, and it's focused on building in redstone. I'd say mostly building, but there's also a bunch of technical players as well. So we don't really go around killing. What type of farm are you building? This is a lava farm that I'm going to turn into an obsidian farm. So it's going to output too many lava. By the way, do you remember that I said to you that Allens won't disable achievements from the next update? I think I remember something about that. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just give myself an add-on that, how many cauldrons? 1,728. What do you mean by strength effect, thorns, repercussion damage? Like, if you have strength, then thorns does more damage to your opponent? Is that what you mean? Because I guess I didn't know that. If I have strength, will it do more damage to me if I hit someone with thorns? I don't think so. If I have strength, will it do more damage to me? Yeah, I guess I haven't tested that, but I would guess no. And I dropped all my hoppers. Nice. Because that would be kind of insane for intercontinental trident thingy. Yeah, that would be. That... If you could make the target take more damage. And strength too. That, I think, pretty much doubles the damage. Or at least adds 50%, I think. Yeah. Okay, if you want to know how to make a redstone computer, there's a YouTuber called Matt Batwings that made a really high quality, not necessarily tutorial, but a series of videos that teach you how to make a computer. Where did hoppers? Did I fail math? Okay. I might have to come back with more hoppers later and just finish the rest off. Your IQ is 0 right now? I bet it's not. I bet it's closer to 100. "100 is average IQ. Hello, Ruth Gaming. You left some in the hoppers? Right, there will have been a few that end up in... Okay, there's one. I'll be a minute. How are you going to break the obsidian? By hand or using a wither? Withers. Withers are cool. I'm not... Wither is a life. Yeah, and I use them to do all my work for me. Hello, Void. Wanna play... What? My IQ... Correct and... Oh, wait. Room temperature in Kelvin is like... near 300, so that means you're pretty smart. Like, you might be the smartest person alive then. Room temperature in Fahrenheit is around 72, I believe. I don't know why you'd use Fahrenheit, you weirdos, but... I think it's 72. And room temperature in Celsius is 21. Now, JK, I can't even make a TNT cannon. Well... Making a TNT cannon also requires knowledge of redstone, which, even if you're super intelligent, if you don't have knowledge of redstone, you won't be able to make a TNT cannon. What SMP is this? This is GuildRock SMP. GuildRock SMP is a server with a bunch of other members. I guess you can only see 3 of them right now. But there's around 30 of us, active members, and it's a server where we build a bunch of cool stuff and have fun. I guess if you're interested in joining, there are applications. Getting in is not a given when applying. Well, I'd say all redstone is complex. Can I ask you a question about one of your redstone builds? Sure. I may or may not have answers. But I guess back onto what SMP, or I think I may have answered that, but there's links to the Discord in the description. Applications are not a given for getting accepted is not a given. Bedrock Redstone is different than Java. Yes. Both of them are complex, but they're both a little different. And those little differences make everything break. Mainly QC, right? Oh. Oh no, it's not just QC. There's a... Are there any other main differences? Here we go. QC is definitely one of the big differences, because that applies to sticky pistons, droppers, dispensers. Then there's also sticky pistons spitting out their blocks. Bedrock Edition has P and C ticks, which means that essentially every redstone component only searches for, like, a repeater will only check if it's getting powered every I believe P tick, which P and C ticks are every other. So there'll be a P6 C tick, P6 P tick, C tick. And since there's 20 ticks in a second, that means 10 of them will be P, 10 of them will be C. So there'll be one tick that is a P tick, so that's where redstone repeaters, redstone dust, redstone torches will, and I think redstone comparators will be updated. And then the next game tick, so 1/20th of a second later, then the C tick stuff happens. So that's pistons, observers, droppers, dispensers. So they alternate like that. It effectively makes redstone work the same, except there's a couple small differences in there that can cause weird stuff. In your videos, you build an orbital strike can, you have the math software to calculate how many... Yes. That is a very jank system. I probably should have done a better job with that, but yeah, I kind of just felt lazy there, and that was a prototype design. Usually I would make a more professional design after that, but the thing is, that machine wasn't super good. I have a machine that I've designed that's already just, it's better than that. Yeah, what Sterling said. And also the P-tick, C-tick thing is, I guess, not it. Sticky pistons, I think, generally are just slower in Bedrock. There's certain objects that are movable, and some objects are movable in Bedrock that aren't in Java. You can do soft inversion in Bedrock, so that's using torches on pistons. Copper golems, I'm probably never going to use them. Okay, how do I do these powered rails on top of here? Because oh wait, no, that will hurt the rates. I guess I'm currently not working on that. On making something where you can aim with your crosshair, but I think that might be possible in Bedrock, and I think some people are working on stuff. And I think I made this machine in the wrong direction, like this entire hopper layout, so it'll be harder to place the rails. Never mind, that should work. Sorry, man. Okay. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to do that right now. The whole crosshair aiming thing. Oh. Okay. I thought for a second that I had it in the wrong way, but I think either way should work. I think I started an Enderman. Yep. High tier 1 Bridger? No. Okay. Enderman? Okay. Seriously. Stop. Stop attacking me. Thank you. Oh, I probably looked at another Enderman. I'm just gonna make everything despawn. Okay. Use D-pad controls, and it was a mistake to not switch to the newer ones. Okay, so you're a mobile player, right? I guess I never had any experience with the new controls since I played mobile, like, that was a lot of years ago. 3.5. What do you mean upsetting the locals? They're upsetting me. It's all their fault. They're getting in the way of industry and science. And we can't be having that. You pre-made the thumbnail? The thumbnail is of the end spawn. I'm just like, yeah, the farm's in the end. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of the end because I made it 10 minutes before going live since I woke up. 20 minutes before going live. Because it's little screen. Playing with mobile in Minecraft, and it's quite hard. Well, I actually find mobile easier to play than console, but that probably has more to do with the 7 years that I've played on mobile. You play on iPad Pro? Yeah. Then I would say the screen is actually so big that it's an inconvenience. Since you have to move your fingers so far. You're a wolf's mob switch. No more Endermen should spawn. Yep. Being casually just turned off mob spawning for a bit. See, mob spawning is clearly off, as you can see here. You might be tired. You have a bed. Try having sleep. No. No sleep. I don't sleep. Yeah, I don't sleep. You think I'm really human? Because humans sleep and I don't need to sleep. I just, I don't know, play Minecraft 24/7? I don't know. Yeah. I find muscle memory for me, now that my fingers don't even notice the screen size much anymore. So Sterling, what do you play on? Yeah, I have no wife. That's not something that's happening yet. Okay, need more rails. Like, I actually think I'm gonna need more rails for this project. "11-inch iPad Pro. That is about a third of a meter. Hello, Gold Games. So, okay, that's a fairly okay sized iPad. I used to play on a phone that is okay. It's about the width of going from hotbar slot 1 to 7 on my monitor. I guess that doesn't really tell you anything, but I guess the screen is about the width of my spacebar right now, so my computer's a bit larger. Playing on mobile is really easy. I would say computer is definitely easier. But in my opinion, mobile is better than console. And I know all you console players are going to start yelling at me. You hate using controller for Minecraft? Yeah. Controller for Minecraft, that sucks. You can't aim. Okay, I think I should restate that. I can't aim. Yeah. Xbox and PlayStation, yeah. Playing on servers takes a lot of setup. I don't know why they don't just allow you, but it's probably some agreement with the console companies. And yeah. Why don't you use pick blocks so you don't have to go into your inventory all the time? Because I'm lazy. And because you know how I played mobile for 7 years? There's no pick block button on mobile. So I've just gotten used to going into the inventory for everything. Money, I know how with Xbox. Really? You have to you have to pay money to play multiplayer. Like, does that give you the option to put your own servers on there? Because I know that's a whole deal. Use pick block on mobile? Well, there's new controls, so when I say new, I mean I didn't experience them when I was on mobile, so they're new to me. Nope, just you had a friend that couldn't join your world without Game Pass? Okay. Can you join GuildRock with Game Pass? Or does that take some extra setup? Wait, can I join there too? Well, if you apply, then there's a chance of getting in. There's some chat messages earlier that kind of explained a bit of the process, but all the members on GuildRock have a vote. If if 2/3 vote in favor, then you get accepted in. Some Glow members had... Okay. I know that there was some goofy setup thing that you had to do on the Nintendo Switch for getting my friends to play on a server together. I guess Do you have access to featured servers? Without Game Pass? Being a YouTuber is fun but stressful at the same time. I guess. Do you make, like, how much content do you make? Like, what level of YouTuber are you talking about? Because where I am, it's just a little bit of extra money. That's really where I am. I guess I forgot to turn monetization on for the stream. Whoopsie. Your old one is deleted? Okay. I guess, what do you do? Do you make Minecraft content, some other content? If Minecraft, what kind of stuff do you do? It's really hard to keep up. Yeah. I guess I just go for the strategy of just not making it something that I rely on monetarily. You making Minecraft art? What kind of art are you talking about? Like map art or just buildings that can be classified as art? Both. Okay. So I guess, what kind of map art do you make? Minecraft content survival, but most SMPs are multiplayer. I have a practice channel where I make video of every niche, but my bad graphics card can't keep up. Okay. Yeah, I used to have simply integrated graphics. That's what I started my channel with. Now I have GeForce 4060, and it's pretty sweet. Okay, more rails. Unless if I just use them all. I will come after a while when the semi-beast is almost done. I have some work. Bye. Appreciate. Well, see you. Thank you for popping into the stream. Okay, still got rails. Okay. I think I'll end up using more rails than hoppers, so I think this one shulker box won't be enough. Also, I didn't check. Will that area even be loaded when I'm at this end? Okay. 25. Okay, I think there should be a chunk border between these two blocks, if I'm correct. No. These two blocks. Oh. I did the math wrong. Yep, these two blocks. There's a chunk border. So that's one chunk border. I think that should be another one. How am I this bad at math? Like, what? Okay, that's another border. Or chunk. I think this should be another chunk border. There. I am spamming F11. You can probably hear that. Okay. GuildRock has a sim distance of 6 chunks. So when you're there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, okay, that's cutting it close. I think I should get rid of that. This area I need to get rid of. Is it 5 minutes to AP stream? Yes, it is. It should be 5 minutes. So if you're wondering, everyone here, GuildRock is having their stream day today. So there's a bunch of fellow GuildRock creators. Not everyone on GuildRock is a creator, but there's a good chunk of them that are. So after me, there will be a different member, AP Fish, that will be streaming. And I guess if you're interested, then you can end up joining his in 5 minutes. Okay. That's all the stuff I can get from there. Now I just need to get rid of this hopper and rail spam. Welcome. I'm pretty sure a couple of these hoppers are going into the void, but I got more iron that I stole with permission, because I never steal on stream. Yeah, it's unfortunate they have to destroy this part, but I guess these hoppers can be used back there so then I can make it look a little bit more complete. And I don't want to risk sending the player into unload chunks constantly, because that might end up breaking the wither cage. Because, I don't know, that feels like a very Bedrock thing to happen. What if your town gets destroyed? Well, screenshots? Cry? I don't know. Sometimes I resort to the crying method when my stuff gets destroyed. And then after I spend a bit of time crying, then usually I spend a little bit of time doing the hacking method to find out who did it, and then I use the TNT orbital strike cannon method to get revenge. Is there, if there is a coming war? On the server there isn't really griefing. That's kind of a no-no. Well, except for a catawolf. A catawolf kind of end up blowing up Dr. Evil Mr. Bad Guy's house. Exactly, Bean summed it up. So, you know, Catawolf stepping into Dr. Evil Mr. Bad Guy's house and blowing it up, like, that might be stretching it. Isn't like the creator of that build intentionally put explosives in his own base to blow it up because it sucked. The thing is, I think really the only situation where TNT cans would really be allowed is if you know what you're doing, you fix the explosion, or if you do it in the area past the 4K border, then that area is going to get reset anyway, so if you blow up some terrain there, it won't really matter. I guess option 3 is if there's a member that ticked the server off so much that they got banned, and then the entire server came together to blow up their base. Real story in Season 6. And that was my second day on GuildRock. Was that the massive gold farm? No. There's someone else's base that, like, they were, I think, like, kicked out because they're being a bit of a jerk to some members, or at least that's what the other members said. Just to be fair, it was kind of a group effort. Everyone was there. I think it was even a planned thing, so yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime on GuildRock and anymore. most likely. Oh wait, I need to yell at P. Okay. There we go. I yelled at P. What if you play 2B2T in 2025 with hackers? Can you live there? You probably will die a lot, but you probably won't die in real life. Yeah, exactly. I also think that there are some members that, like, different members have different lines for what would be acceptable for pranking. There are some that you can pretty much get away with a lot of stuff. Some like Hakon has been pranked pretty severely, to the point where some of those could be considered griefing, but how many hoppers are you placing? 1,728. I guess I'm going to just continue streaming until P wakes up. Well, I guess I'm stuck streaming until that guy shows up. Bye, y'all. You have a good day. Okay, see you. Well, that's a good section of the farm done. That's the collection system. These snow blocks along here will be replaced with droppers, I'm guessing, and then there'll be a water stream going all the way to the farm. So there'll be quite a few lava buckets flowing through this area, and they'll probably cause some lag. Now on to the next thing, which is I think cauldron spam. I'll be going to, well, see you. Okay, can you speed bridge with cauldrons? Well, I'm not able to, okay, there. Wait, I only need cauldron there. Thank you, Kita, for the iron. I think it was Kita. Or was it Kana? I don't know. Thank you, whoever donated it. I'm pretty sure someone from the EF guild. I do not own an iron farm, so I had to be given all this iron. I mean, it was for the Mario Kart track that I made, but that one didn't use as much iron as I thought it would. Placing cauldrons is a lot faster than placing the rails and hoppers. That's something I've noticed. Since they don't need to be going in all in one direction, and I guess rails, yeah, they're just finicky. Okay, I need to yell at P more. At AP fish. There we go. Thank you for the subscribe, or at least that's what I'm guessing what you mean by subscribe. That's right, everyone go hit the subscribe button and comment or something or whatever the YouTubers nowadays. Only a like 10% of my audience is actually subscribed, so please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I rely on these internet numbers so my family can love me again. Please do it. Okay, we're really only a third down the coat. You never watch any live stream that long? Like what you're doing right now, or compared to what? If this stream goes longer, then I might have to pull out lunch eventually. Like if AP Fish just never shows up, then I guess I'm having lunch on stream. Then I'll be talking into the microphone just with food in my mouth, and it'll be so entertaining for everyone. So once this cauldron layer is all done, then above it I'll have a block and then a dripstone, and on top of the block there'll be lava. But I currently don't have that lava, so that's a problem for future me. So essentially, what's going to happen with this machine is the player's going to be in a minecart, and they're going to be looking up, and the right click button is going to be spammed. Like, I'm going to make an auto clicker that does it like 50 times per second, and it goes through all of this underneath each cauldron. Then the inventory of the player is going to be full. So they're going to have a full stack of buckets. They're going to go along. Oh, wait. That'll be fine. That's a problem for future me, figuring out how to get the buckets to the player. So, yes, I will need some lava. I was about to make fun of you for suggesting that I should collect many shulker boxes of lava from the nether, but for this machine, yes. I'll probably get, I don't know how much lava, probably a couple shulker boxes, and then farm the rest of the lava. Make a lava farm. You know what I've been building this entire time? You know why I need all these cauldrons here? This entire time I'm making a lava farm. Potions? Why would I need potions for this? Oh, for the cauldrons, yeah, I'm going to be making 1,728 batches of instant harming so then I can, kill everyone on the server. I don't know. What else do you use instant harming for? Killing the wither? No, that heals it. You'll come after dinner? Okay, so you're... Okay, I don't know if I'll be still alive then. Or alive. Live or alive. Either one. Oh boy, so many cauldrons. Why do I have XP on YouTube? What is this for? That is an excellent question, Max. I'm asking the same thing. Okay. Let's have a moment for silence for all the iron golems who gave their lives for this farm. I think the golems on average drop 3 to 5 ingots. So that's... Oh, on average that's 4. So each hopper you see here is about 1.2 iron golems. Each cauldron you see here is about 1.8 iron golems. there is 1,728 cauldrons and 1,728 hoppers. So together that means 3 times 1,728 is 17 times 3 is 51. So that means 5,184. 5,184, I think. That's how many iron golems. Oh wait, then there's the rails, right? Yeah, each rail is 6/16 of an iron ingot. Which that is a number. So it's probably close to around 6,000 iron golems have sacrificed their lives for this project. But you see, I wasn't the one that killed all the iron golems. I got other people to do all that, so then you can't accuse me of max extermination of iron golems. Also, I did accidentally make this farm a little bit bigger than I was wanting, so it's probably going to end up being closer to like 6,300 iron golems. Yes, me using their remains is much better than me farming them and then using their remains. But I might be supporting businesses that max exterminate iron golems by enslaving villagers without pay. I think that was assumed with the enslaving part, but... And then trapping them in an inhumane cell. I think we can say the one thing this server does not have a shortage of is iron farms. Yeah, I think that there's a few of them on the server. I think my obsidian farm is the first industrial-sized obsidian farm, but I think iron farm, that feels very common. At least one per guild. Yeah, I think my guild, Scotty, has one. EZ, they have... I don't think they have any. I'm sure that OG probably has Ford. Nom Nom, I'm pretty sure has one. Not including Stacked. Yeah. Then there's a Catawolf. A Catawolf is just... he's special. Your first build was an iron farm trading hall? Yeah. See? A lot of people just resort to building an iron farm. And the thing is, I haven't built an iron farm since joining GuildRock. Because that's just not my technical stuff. I avoid villagers like the plague. I don't think I've built a trading hall since, or an iron farm since, when was the last time I did that? Was it all the way back in the second server that I had with friends? And did I even build an iron farm there? Or did I just use my friend's iron farm? Yeah, I don't even think... Oh, it's probably been like 5 years or something since I've built an iron farm. Or done stuff with villagers. Okay, villagers. That was more recent, more like 3 years, but... Well, 2.5, I'd say. Okay, now... Yeah, I just decide that villagers, they're too much pains, and they're not really my thing. Now, all the cauldrons are in place. That means we can now start building the top, or not the top, the lava platform. Miner breeder farm, food farm, trading hall, iron farm, curing, cactus, chicken, armadillo, frog farm, axolotl. What? Axolotl farm? Why? What are you doing with axolotls? Killing them for their axolotl meat? Wow, I love when blocks place. Selling them in the pet shop. um, yeah. No, I'm not violent. I don't know what you're talking about. Back to cooking. Alright. Have fun cooking. Well, have fun eating the food. Did a video on Misadventure where she has axolotl meat you can eat. Yeah. The joke is that Minecraft doesn't have axolotl meat. I was kind of making fun of the fact that axolotls are kind of pointless. Well, that's actually a lie. Because you can use axolotls to make a regeneration farm, which I really probably should make, but since I dislike working with mobs, then unless if it's a wither. I love withers. Regen farm, yeah, you can add some axolotls to a guardian farm to give yourself hours of regen after, like, I don't know how long, but 15 minutes of AFKing, then you get hours of regen. Regen 1. So then, yeah, you regenerate half a heart every 2 seconds instead of half a heart every 4 seconds after eating food. So, that, I think, would actually be really helpful for wither mining. Thinking about it. Or, like, yeah. Just the problem with that would be, if you ever get low, then you'd probably want to eat a gapple, but those kind of will cancel out the hours of regen because gapples give regen 2. Like, regen 2, the effect, not saying that they also give regen, which they also do. Okay, more snow is needed. I only knew axolotls could be used in squid farms. Well, squid farms are better off. You're better off using magma blocks for them instead of axolotls, but axolotls can kill squids. Yep. I'm considering doing a gardening farm since it's been ages since I need to. Might put a regen farm in that. Yeah, that might be good. Okay, that's 1/2 of the snow layer done. Okay, I need to yell at P again. There we go. You know, I thought it would be a stretch for me to be awake at 9, but that actually ended up not going too bad. Since sometimes I'll sleep past 9, sometimes I won't. But I guess AP's just, his sleep schedule is in a whole new world. How much is left to be done? It's been a while, like 2 hours. So that's what I have. I'm doing the snow layer, and then on top of the snow, I need to add lava. Underneath the snow, I need to add dripstone, and then I also need to do the droppers over here to dispense into a water stream. I need to do the bucket recycling system. Snow won't burn, right? No. Snow doesn't burn. Don't think about the logic of putting lava on top of snow. Minecraft doesn't need to make sense. Remember? Yeah, it's fun. It's in way. In its way, yeah. Yeah, this stream has been a lot of right-clicking. Bro, I just come back here. Welcome back. I'm still here because AP Fish is asleep. And if you feel like it, you can yell at AP Fish. I give you permission. He deserves it. Okay, I'll soon need to get more snow. Yeah, more snow is needed. Probably only a few more stacks, and then the snow layer is all complete. What if you use their dirt? What? I do have a snow farm. What do you mean by what if you use their dirt? Replace snow? Why would I replace snow? Lava plus snow doesn't equal melted snow. And dirt Enderman can pick up, so thankfully I didn't go with dirt option. Snow can be instant mined and easy to get. Yeah. Well, same with dirt, but also snow can be easily farmed. There we go. Don't we have Enderman griefing turned off? Do we? That's a good question. Bean, do we have Enderman griefing turned off? Bean? Bean? Okay, I think he's making lunch or something. Yeah, it's a... Off? Okay. Cat on me. Oh, yeah. So how's your cat doing? Well, I don't even know if I should be asking that on stream, but I guess you can message me if you don't want to be on stream. Better. Okay, that's good to hear. one of Bean's cats is, I think had some sort of surgery, so... And Bean really likes his cats. I'm not much of a pet guy, but, you know, some people are. That. Yeah. Doesn't sound fun. Okay, the borders are now done. Except for that block that I'm pretty sure I actually placed. Now, the dripstone. To me, the wandering traders and the llamas are the true griefers. Well, they don't really interact with blocks all that much, but they do kind of appear everywhere. The only thing what I'm not using farm building is TNT. Okay, yeah. Building farms with TNT is a bad idea unless if it uses the TNT to blow up the blocks. Do you know... What? Can you rephrase that question? I don't understand. Do you know an exploit real good, but not... Are you asking if I know an exploit that I haven't made a video on? If so, well, there's been some videos circulating that have shown an exploit that I was told about a few months ago, but then it's been since leaked and now it's probably going to get patched. Well, in Bedrock Edition, you can't use TNT dupers. Well, you can, but... really, that thing isn't going to be in the game for long. So, Java essentially has built-in TNT dupers. Bedrock Edition, you'd have to, like, dupe the TNT yourself, and then... yeah. You can use it in stone farms too. And sorry for spelling and grammar. It's fine. I just might have to ask you to rephrase your question because grammar can throw me off sometimes. You know, if I end up missing one of these dripstone, I don't think it'll be possible for me to find which one's missing. Unless if I wait at the farm for super long, but... yeah. I really hope I don't end up, like, just forgetting half the dripstone, or they just Bedrock Edition lag out of existence. The one that never fills with lava? Yeah, I just realized that. Well, my camera account is kind of tied to... how would I put it? I got Bean to constantly teleport my camera account, since camera accounts are put in spectator, and I use Java Edition to join with my camera account, since then I can get flashback clips. There's a tool I use, it's called Via Proxy, to do the joining of from the Java client to the Bedrock server. Lava above blocks also drops lava, but does not cauldron collect it. Okay. Hello, Acri. So do you prefer to play on Java or Bedrock? I prefer to play on Bedrock because it's what I'm used to. But I need to use Java to join GuildRock so then I can get some cool cinematic shots of GuildRock. Yo, it's Brooksy. Hello, Brooksy. Hello, well, I think I already said hello to Acri. You don't get a second hello. Only one. No, you're not allowed. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not giving her 2 hellos. So I'm just here placing a bunch of dripstone. That's what I'm doing, Acri. I need a bunch of lava. I know. Who would run a lag machine? It isn't like I'm... Tons of hoppers. Hoppers don't cause lag, right? Hello, Hawthorne. Okay. Oh yeah, the discussions, the creator discussions is just yelling at AP Fish right now. Overtime? Yeah. I guess... I'm just quickly gonna check something because I think I might know what is happening. Okay, no, he definitely said he could make it for that slot. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with some Enderman spawning. Isn't like I can kill them or something. I'm not incompetent like someone else on the server right now. I mean, isn't like I would die 4 times to a creeper in a life series. Hello, anime editor. Welcome back. Oh, I mean, we didn't have much time to get confirmation from everyone, so you might have just not seen the final stream times, but hopefully he gets in soon. I think he's just asleep still. Yeah. Does that GuildRock ever do games like a life series? Well, we've had some. Just, I think, recently, the one that happened last was Teamed Up, where you were paired into teams. So, yeah, you have teams, 10 lives each per team. Once you run out of lives, you're gone. And I think Bean and AP Fish won the previous time, so not salty at all that they won. Okay. I guess I haven't really noticed much lag. You're so close to winning. Yeah. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I did take a couple L's for your team by dying. Yeah. You're alone too? Yeah. My partner Kita couldn't make it to the final session, so the final session I was alone. And all the other sessions, Kita was, I think, there. Except for the first one. Kita was actually a substitute for Bang, which he couldn't make it. So, yeah. The funny thing is, okay, see you, Peppo. The funny thing is, I've been second in those life series twice now. In the first one, 5 lives, I was also second to Trovanite. And then this time, I was also second to Bean and AP. I think that we should do another life series when we have the time to. I think that'd be good. I guess I still haven't edited Teamed Up. Next time will be your win. Well, I guess I hope so, but really, the thing with those series is Okay. I don't really care about winning that much, even though I try to win, but it isn't like I will sacrifice. Uh, I won't play to win. Like my only goal isn't to win. I'll just, I don't know how to put it, but I will prioritize interacting with others over winning. Because the thing about Life Series is the best strategy to win is to sit around and grind gear for the entire time until the last session and just hide in a hole. Well, yeah, you're there for the interactions. Yeah, that's really what makes those series good. It's the storytelling part, interactions with others. That's what makes it good, not the grinding for gear for 3 hours. Wrong guy? Yeah, I will say, I do spend time in Life Series grinding gear. That's something I do. But I try to at least, each session, I want to interact with others and do stuff. Right, you have your Zach Brooks account. Okay. I think I ran out of dripstone. Brooksy was hilarious during Teamed Up. Yeah, he kind of had a habit of dying. He was not going for the win there. Poor Carly. Yeah, Carly had it rough. Since you were teamed up with her. Yeah, every time Brooksy would die, everybody would be like, no, not Brooksy. Okay. Oh wait, I have an extra stack of dripstone. Think after summer? Yeah, I think that'd be a good time. Also, one thing I'd like to see with the next teamed up, I don't know if that's what it's going to be, if it's going to be another teamed up or not, but if we do that idea again, I think content-wise it would be a lot better if once you run out of lives, then you're on your final life, and then you yourself have to die. So, I guess what Carly said was it felt kind of anticlimactic to be in a hole and then your teammate dies and then you die. I think it'd be a lot better if once you're out of lives, then if your teammate dies, they're out, you're still in, but if you win on your final life, then you and your partner still win, but kind of together. It'd be counted as you two winning. Also, I need to find the nearest end gateway to get myself out of here, since I kind of, broke the gateway in this one. Yeah. I guess Bean is the one that does a lot of the command block stuff, so he would be able to figure it out. 2,600, negative 800. Negative. $2,600, negative 800. Okay, the nearest gateway is so far away. 2,800, negative 1,650. $28, negative 17. Okay, back to my base I go. I was not expecting to get this far during the stream. Yeah, planning for September or October. I guess I don't really know what I'm going to do coming September, October, since I'm done with high school. So there we go. Back to spawn. Awesome, just book Sundays off work. Well, I'll have Sundays off work anyways, so if it's on Sunday, then nothing's gonna change. Okay, now what do I need? I need hoppers, but I have a bunch of iron back there, so I need a little bit of wood. That's not enough. I need to buy a couple stacks of wood. Why is your storage so unorganized? It actually isn't too unorganized. What's this about, a life series? Okay, I don't think Max was in GuildRock back then, but I guess no, you would have been around for Teamed Up, maybe? Essentially, we have teams of 2, and yeah, it's teams of 2, 10 lives. Okay, you couldn't make it. Yeah, we're thinking of doing one like this fall, I think. I need to find the wood shop. Also, for anyone wanting a challenge, there's still multiple potatoes in the shopping district that I've hid. Okay. Which wood would be the most inconvenient for me to take? Mangrove? No, okay. Humdrum even has his own series. So maybe we run solos next time, but I think it's fun doing the force teams. Hakon was not in the previous one. Or at least, yeah, I don't remember him in it. Okay, that should be enough wood. I think I might be streaming to 1. Might have to pull out some lunch, get some toast out, maybe a bagel, eat on stream, mouthful of food, have my brother's mac and cheese. Welcome here, bro. I know I had dripstone left over. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We always try to get 20-ish people. Yeah. I think the team would be better because Akri, you're not... I wouldn't call you a liability. I'd call Brooksy a liability. Okay, I think that's good for dripstone. And it helps people who don't really know others. Yeah. Well, that actually happened in 5 lives. Me and Brooksy were on a team. So, you can't say that I haven't tried teaming up with Brooksy. Well, Brooksy killed himself. And then me and Bang lasted quite a long time. And I ended up 2nd place. Just... yeah, that was... I'm gonna be honest, that was the best life series I've been a part of. Teamed Up was good, but it didn't match 5 lives. Yes, the whole communism thing. anyone has the vid still for 5 lives on their channel? I think I still have mine. I think that's around the time when my content was starting to get, good. Since my mic didn't sound like a 25-year-old headset attached onto a stand as a standalone mic. Yeah, and I think, Sterling, you don't need to be good at the game to be a part of one of those. Just, really, I would say open to interactions. That's really the only requirements I would say. Someone give me something to do. I'm walking around my base. So who's streaming after me? Like, well, after P's slot. Is it Acri that's after? I didn't make the schedule this time, so I don't really know what's going on with the stream day, so. Scotty? Okay. Scotty will probably be awake. But not till later? What do you mean by not till later? Oh. There be a gap? Well, guys, I think I'm going to be streaming till 5. We need to close the gap. We're going for a full-on, how many hour stream would that be? I think that'd be 8 hours. Yep, 8 hours of streaming. Just... Oh, for me, streaming is a lot harder than some others. I know someone like Carly, it feels like... Oh yeah, we're going for 8 hours, Acri. I know Carly can... Like, she streams, it feels like every other day, and she does such a good job with it, and I don't think I have that energy in me. Okay. Oh, I had dark oak this entire time. I could have made hoppers this entire time. Okay, I am so intelligent. Okay. I'm home right now. I could stream if necessary. I was joking about doing the 8-hour thing. You never know when I'm joking. A lot of people say that. I am not going for 8 hours. No way. That... I think I'd be dead at that point. You need breaks for sure. Oh yeah. My poor vocal cords, they'd be so dead tomorrow. Surprise, this is an all dead day. See, words get hard as I streamed for this long. No, I am not one of those crazy people who do 24-hour streams. That's not me. No, Sterling, you're not going to convince me to do a 24-hour stream. That's... At the end, you just hear snow. Trust me, I don't fall asleep very easily, so I'll probably just sound like I'm not there, and you'll see the mouse just... You'll see gameplay, but, probably won't be high-level gameplay. And you might just see the camera freeze. 21 hours later, yeah, No, I am not streaming for 24 hours. And you can't make me. All my redstone's messed up? Yeah. When my brain's at that level of functionality, my redstone's probably going to be all messed up. Yeah, streaming does. Because, you know... Okay, I don't know if this is for all introverts, but for me, talking a lot is hard. Then you'd be at your brain activity level. Well, I don't really see you doing redstone on stream that often. Maybe there's a reason why you don't do it, but I do it because, I don't know. I think, unlike some people, I think redstone actually is interesting and makes good stream content. Well, a very good reason you'd cringe sideways. What? Cringe until you drop because I'm bad at it. What? I feel like there's some jokes here that I'm kind of missing the punchline. Oh, watching you do redstone. Okay, there's the contact. Yep. You see, I'm not sure if I would actually cringe too hard at your redstone. My problem would be more of, I don't know what it would be. Maybe thinking that you understand something that you don't, and then doing something completely wrong. Or just maybe doing something completely inefficiently. Yeah. That might... I might have to intervene if you do a redstone stream. I'm sure I don't understand anything I do with redstone. Well, then how do you build it if you don't understand what you're doing? Tutorials? Oh. Yeah, those are a thing. I can make a piston door, probably. Like a 2x2 or like 3x3? Because 3x3s are way more complicated than 2x2. Okay, yeah, I believe you are capable of making a 2x2. That isn't really saying much, but I believe it's possible. Oh, that's bad redstone right there. Clearly I don't understand what a rail is. There. So this is all the hoppers, rails, cauldrons, dripstone in place. And I think I can finally put the first lava bucket in place. Only 1,728 to go. Okay, I think that number's actually off. I should probably recalculate. 33 to 60. 40. 78 times 12. That's how much? 78 times 12. 936. Times 2. $1,872 lava is needed. Yeah. Well, if I play PvP, then it will no longer be a chill stream. Then I'm doing a lot. Hello, Alan Jasmine. Okay, now, what's the next step here? I guess I put my first lava bucket in. It's going to take a long time for that to fill up. When there's nothing going on, when I do PvP, like I've actually done PvP streams, so you can probably see some streams of me. My voice was probably a little bit higher back then. Over the past like year, it hasn't really changed much, but back then, I don't know, but hey, Red, being a savant, I don't know what a savant is, but I'm guessing I can interpolate what it means. But yeah, this actually isn't too complicated. Essentially, there's supposed to be a minecart go along the entire thing. With a minecart, and then look up with a stack of buckets. When a bucket tries to enter your inventory, then inventory is full, so it just drops on the ground. Hoppers pick it up, and then hopefully there will be droppers here, and that will all send the lava to the wither cage. Okay, the more you know. Clearly I'm not a genius at English vocabulary. I think I'm going to need levers for all of these, or some other redstone block. Essentially, I'm placing these blocks, and I can place a lever here that will power the powered rail. Okay. Next, I'd need to get levers from the overworld. Yeah, I think for today, this is what I'm going to do for this project. I think it'd be good to kind of show you what I've done with one of my other projects that I've been working on. It's a Mario Kart track, and I think it'd be good to show you around that. Maybe get a couple good rounds in. And I guess if anyone from GuildRock wants to, you can, I guess, join me for a race or two. You have streams with 30 or 40 chatters. Even with Minecraft, it can be hard to keep up. Yeah, definitely. With my level of viewership, then keeping up with chat isn't really a problem, but 30, 40 can be hard. 100, how? 1,000, what even are you supposed to do? Like, okay, how do the streamers with 1,000 viewers even respond to chat? Like, you must be crazy quick at reading. Looks like someone tried playing, I think. Sometimes the chat goes so fast you can't even read when it's at 2,000 viewers. Yeah. Oh no. Falcon! What did you do? Did all the items end up going into here? Okay, good. They just broke. They broke the hopper minecart. Okay. Hello, Adrash. Sure. Good enough pronunciation. Good time with Scars tend to have 3,000 plus. When Scar asks a question, it just goes off. Yep. Makes sense. Okay. What is the most broken trap in Minecraft Bedrock Edition? Okay, so I may have discovered something recently that is probably the most broken trap. So, imagine you're in a tunnel, right? And then imagine half a second later you're in the void. Like, not just entering the void, but you're in the void 60 blocks below bedrock. I would call that the most broken trap. And while you're along the tunnel, there's no redstone in sight. And then in half a second or less, you're in the void. It's a trap that I've theorized, and I might actually end up making a video on it. So, essentially, snow skipping. If you know what that is, then you can probably figure out what exactly I'm thinking of. No, it's has nothing to do with TNT. You just are in a tunnel, and then you're in the void. Are you gonna use GuildRock guinea pigs? Probably Mouse, because he deserves to die. I mean, because he's he needs some form of punishment. Okay. The spruce boat's out. There's a bunch of slabs somewhere. Yeah, that's what you get for not playing Marvel Rivals as part of your punishment. Okay. Don't know where all the slabs went. Okay. Probably should sleep before doing a run, but yeah, this is the ice boat track. If you know what Mario Kart Wii is, you probably recognize this track. Well, if you've played Mario Kart Wii, you will recognize this track. So I guess anyone in chat, have you ever played Mario Kart Wii, or am I just... my 18 years is just too old for everyone here? Or too young? You have? Okay. So Sterling, would you recognize this place if I called this thing, that? Is this ringing any bells? I want Java Minecraft so badly. Well, the arrows shot by the player, arrows shot by players go according to the velocity, but dispensers and other stuff don't. So that's one difference with Bedrock and Java. Sonic Sega Racing. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. So, I hit this button, and then the round should start soon. And yep, we have better. Trust me, I'm not always this bad, okay? I'm just warming up. And these soul sand things are hard to use. Checkpoint 1. This is going to be an absolutely horrible time since I fell off. Okay. Ah, hit that. I don't know who Horse Altman is, but yeah, a lot of people call me the cubic meter of Bedrock Edition, which I guess me and cubic meter definitely have a common interest of deadly weapons, so I can see where they're getting it from. Wait, the acacia boat's out. The Wii was my last console. They're now just too expensive. I mean, the Wii games are even, I would say, okay, Mario Kart Wii is better than Mario Kart 8 in my opinion. It just feels a lot more strategic, a lot higher skill ceiling, so spending time playing it makes sense to me. Not calling Mario Kart 8 a bad game, but it's just not the same as Mario Kart Wii. And Mario Kart Wii is like a lot quicker pace. Okay. I am not, like, exceedingly talented at building. There are some people on GuildRock that they're just better than me, so... Like this, yes, this is a very large build, but it's not actually too detailed. Except for the main building, which, thank you, Acri, for giving me ideas on how to do that without your permission. I definitely did 4 laps. But being... yeah. Yes, Hugh. You see this building right here? Doesn't it look like a little bit like any of your builds? Kind of the same style? Yeah, I kind of do, yes, your ice castle. This takes inspiration from that. Okay, it's still running through? Right, that's... yeah. I guess when it comes to me in Minecraft, I try not to be the guy who only specializes in one thing, so I have actually done a fair bit of Bedrock Edition PvP. I've done building, like, I guess this building, this area was designed by me, but, I mean, I did take inspiration from Acri, but her build is different enough that this would not be called copying at all. You did your own take on it, because I didn't notice. Okay. Yeah. Looks to be inspired by Nintendo. Well, the rest of this area is inspired by the Nintendo track. I actually downloaded the 3D model of the track and then made it according to the 3D model. Yeah. Which, that's fine. Really, Minecraft is supposed to be a game And games are supposed to be fun. So really just do what is fun for you. And also, I should probably really have lunch now, so... See you... Well, okay. First, I can probably show off the redstone behind this, because it's, I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't understand redstone, but... this is the kind of nonsense that goes behind here. Yeah, you have to take inspiration from somewhere. And... I took inspiration from Nintendo's course, and some other, like, there's a video by Jopes, I think, about him playing Mario Kart in Minecraft, and, yeah, that was an interesting video, so I tried to do it in survival. That's not an orbital strike can, that's a checkpoint tracker. But yeah, this is kind of what I've been up to. And I'll actually be ending the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. I can't go for another 6 hours or 8. Hello, goodbye, Ozzy Nandez. I'm ending the stream now, so